Welcome back to another season of Unveil the Real podcast. I'm your host, Scoobs. This is a whole new season. We're trying to bring in a lot of new things, bring in interviews, a lot of just new updated news and things like that each week, y'all. Of course, it is the football season. For those who know me, that's my favorite sport. We are definitely going to be going over that quite a bit. But again, we definitely want to stay in tune with what's going on in the world every day. We want to review some videos. I plan on doing quite a bit of things just to have a little fun. All right, so first things first, since football is my favorite sport, I definitely want to start off with let's start off with the regular season predictions. Of course, you know this is all KC, so let's start with some of the predictions for KC Chiefs. Man, realistic, just being realistic about what's going on with the Chiefs. Uh, Real good schedule coming up. Very good, tough schedule coming up, by the way. But I definitely want to give my Chiefs regular season prediction. Now, yes, there are 17 games, 17 regular season games, y'all. So I'm just going to be complete 100 with it. I believe, we're still going to be in the playoffs. We're still going to win the Super Bowl. But my prediction for regular season is going to be 12 and 5. 12 and 5 specifically because, again, man, I'm looking at week one. We know the Chargers they are going to be a tough challenge this football season. So that is someone who I am looking forward to, actually competing against. And, yeah. So, but yeah, so not even the Chargers, man. But again, even if you look at, we got the Eagles week 2, week 3, we got the Giants who has a much stronger defense, pretty solid offense as well. The Giants have a couple new receivers. Their offensive line is actually gotten a little bit stronger as well. So, that Giants game should be pretty fun, pretty interesting to watch too. Then after that, we got the Ravens. You know what I'm saying? We got the Jaguars. Nobody's really worried about them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see what Travis Hunter can do, but I'm not expecting him to just go crazy like that versus Mahomes. And of course, we got the Lions, Raiders. Raiders or who knows what they're going to do. They got an actually pretty good quarterback room. And yeah, man, we got the Commanders. Come on now. Got the Bills after that. So, you know what I'm saying? Then the Broncos. Boom. And then the Colts. And then, going into Thanksgiving, got the Cowboys. So, you know, uh, again, I'm just giving my realistic prediction, man. Like I said, 12 and 5 is mine. I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Give me your guys' regular season predictions. That is 17 games, y'all. So again, please just hey, drop it down in the comments. Drop it down in the comments who you guys think is going to be it. Who's going to be the impact player for the Chiefs besides Mahomes, right? Besides Mahomes. Y'all need to do a little homework now. But again, 12 and 5 is my prediction. All right. As far as who is going to win the divisions, all right. These are my predictions let's start with the AFC. I have the Bills winning the East, of course. I think everybody do. I have the Ravens winning the North. I have the Texans. I don't know why, but I have the Texans winning the South. They've been pretty quiet this whole off season, if in my opinion. Very interested in seeing how the Texans are going to move forward. And of course, I have the Chiefs winning the West. All right. That's the AFC. Now, for the NFC, yes, I have the Eagles winning the East. I have the Lions winning the North. I have the Buccaneers winning the South. And I have the Rams. I don't know why. I'm picking the Rams, man. They still have a nice receiving core. As long as Stafford can do his job and stay healthy and all of that, man, I believe he's going to do good. I believe the Rams can have a pretty good season. They have a pretty nice, solid defense again coming back. So yeah, that's my predictions as far as the division. Who's going to win each division. But again, so Super Bowl predictions. I got the Chiefs and the Lions, man. I got the Chiefs winning it all, but man, I really think the Lions they're going to come back to hunt just about everybody, man. So again, that's my Super Bowl predictions. That's my division leader, division winner predictions. And again, Chiefs, man, 12-5, man. Let's be realistic about this. They had a very good, interesting season, last season. But again, I'm definitely hoping for a better outcome, hoping for, a few more explosive games. Yes, Mahomes made highlights and did his thing, but he really relied on the defense, regardless, offense, defense is what it's going to take to win any game of any season. But Mahomes definitely had the defense that had his back, man, because that was tough. That was real tough. A real crazy season, man. But I am interested to hear you guys' thoughts on who you think the division leaders are going to be. Who is your Super Bowl predictions? What is your Super Bowl predictions? What two teams are going to go to the Super Bowl and who's taking it all? That's what I want to know. All right. Y'all know how excited I am about this football season, man. I got I'm in two fantasy football leagues. It's just a lot of football going on. The wife already understands what type of time it is. She understands where I'm going to be at most of the time on the couch or somewhere like that. But again, we got that understanding. The kids already had a family meeting with them as well. So everyone understands it's football season. I'm gonna fix everything. I'm gonna cut the grass. I'm gonna do everything before football comes on. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Spend time with the family and all that good stuff. So, so just moving forward from football, okay? Again, this is the first episode of this season. I just want to touch back in, and just talk about just some of the things I've been doing in the off season from the Unveil the Real podcast. Uh, Building my brand for my nonprofit organization. It's called The Men Suit Up. That's been probably my number one priority. For those that know, I just lost my brother this past April. So, it's been a lot. It's been a lot going on with that. Just trying to, stay prayed up, man. I definitely have my days. That's always going to be the case, but you know, just trying to do my best to continue to move forward, support my family, and taking care of my mental health as well. And as far as my physical health, that has been a lot of my therapy as far as getting in the gym, doing what I'm supposed to just to keep my body in shape and everything like that. That's been my main priority. When you reach a certain age, not even a certain age, but when you start getting in your 30s, as I like to say, when you start getting in your 30s, man, you really start to understand like things are not going to be the same as far as just, oh, I can lose my stomach, or oh, I can just stay up all night and then boom, get up the next day. No, 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 no. Um, the lifestyle that I have now, yes, I work out, I would say 3 to 4 days a week. My diet has definitely changed. That's probably changed more than anything, which is almost just as important as working out. So, you have to start switching up the things that you eat and things like that. Otherwise, if you work out and still just eat like crap, it's never you're never gonna get the results that you want, and again, you might, but it's just going to take a lot longer. Like, you cannot just sit here and eat uh, a whole bucket of fried chicken or eating all this greasy food and all the bad snacks and things like that. All that stuff got so much sugar and just so much bad chemicals in it. Uh, so definitely we're going to be talking about that a lot as well, man. Switch up your diets. Nothing is wrong with the cheat day. Nothing is wrong with, having a little fun, but again, as long as you're being consistent when it comes to, working out, just working out, switching up your diet, man, eating better, them fruits, them vegetables, definitely the vegetables. Oh my God, definitely the vegetables. But again, y'all, let's work together to do this, man. I feel like a lot of people start realizing this a little too late, and now your kids are obese, and now you're obese, your parents are obese, your aunts and uncles, everybody just big, and it's like now, you know what I'm saying? Now we're looking at more and more funerals, and we're looking at more and more just unhealthy people out here in this world. And dude, everybody sees why. Everybody sees why. Everybody be scrolling online, everybody be doing everything they want to do. But when it comes to actually trying to eat healthier, trying to live a better life, it's like nobody wants to do that. It's like it's such a challenge. And it actually is a challenge, but why would you rather be comfortable with just eating all this fast foods and all these bad foods and things like that, man? Me personally, I want to be here for my grandkids. I want to be able to sustain a healthy life for me and my wife, because, we're all about our family. Our kids are teenagers right now, and again, y'all kids gonna be looking at this later on. But again, y'all are gonna understand why we are on y'all so much about y'all health and fitness. Okay, we don't want our kids being obese, not being able to take care of their skin, not being able to take care of their dental hygiene as well. We want them to be able to take care of themselves. But again, us as parents, we have to lead by example. We got to really show them you can do all of this stuff, man. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It's really not. It's very simple. You just have to want to be a little more disciplined, put the work in. All these events we go to, they're filled with processed foods along with snacks, pops, soda, all that good stuff, man. So I definitely wanted to just touch bases on that, because that's where my journey is. That's about basically all 2025. It's really just been about getting my body back in shape. Just and really paying attention to what I'm putting in my body, paying attention to my diet, man. That is so important. So again, guys, that's been the majority of what I've been working on, man. My nonprofit, which is the Men Suit Up, you can catch us on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, if you would like to join us, please DM me, email us, whatever the case may be, and we will get back to you guys as soon as possible. Now, I'm trying to think what else I've been working on. I mean, besides that, man, just taking care of the family. I mean, it's not much else to do. When you're trying to change this lifestyle, I mean, it really just comes with, when you're changing the lifestyle to eating better, going to the gym, quite frequently, like every other day or every day. I mean, your lifestyle is just based on routine and schedules. It's based on you have work, you have work, gym, uh, laundry, food prep. Being able to work out and do all this stuff, it comes with a lot of laundry, a lot of food prep. You know what I'm saying? You have to literally make your meals the day before. Oh yeah, at least at the minimum the day before. Most people try to make their meals out 2 to 3 days ahead of time, but at the minimum, at least the day before. You know what I'm saying? So that's that. So yeah, man, that's pretty much my lifestyle. I have 2 Great Danes. I have 3 beautiful three beautiful children, and my beautiful wife as well. So again, besides just the routine between work, gym, food prep, laundry, showers, dinner, all of that. That's probably the most consistent schedule that we have. But of course, me trying to build my own brand, every now and then I have a meeting in between, I'm volunteering, coaching high school football. So, that's also something that's on my agenda, week to week, which again is football season. So that's that. And yeah, I mean, it's real simple, guys. Of course we're going to have family events. Me and the wife or me and the family, we're going to go on a vacation here and there. So it's all about prioritizing your time. Uh, I love the lifestyle that I have because again, uh, it it keeps me just focused on what I need to be doing, getting rest, um, saving money, just really keeping everything on schedule and prioritizing everything because between working out, work and food prepping, that takes up quite a bit of time, which I definitely give it up to my wife because she definitely does the majority of that. All right, so moving forward, man, that's what I've been having going on for the majority of 2025. I am going to continue to review videos every episode, and again, we're going to end it with music of the week as well. All right, so let's get into this week's reaction video.
Your man, you got to be in shape. I'm sorry, it is true. If you are a man, you have to be in shape, particularly if you're going to be an entrepreneur or you want to do business. Because let me tell you something. When you go to do business with men, when you are meeting with men for business, if you are pitching your product or if you are meeting them for business for a content thing, like whatever it is, when they see somebody that is physically in shape, they are seeing somebody that has the discipline to stay in shape. They are seeing somebody that they know has the discipline to execute whatever it is they're trying to sell, whether it is your coaching, whether it is your product, whether it is you as an on-air personality. And I've experienced all of these things. When I walk into these rooms, people respect my physique. It helps me get business. It helps me get booked. And you just simply, as a man that is trying to be an entrepreneur in this world today, you cannot afford to be overweight. You cannot afford to be fat because I will tell you something. When you are overweight and you are fat and you're trying to do business, people will not respect you. They will pay you less. They will overlook you. So if you are a man in business, if you are out here trying to be an entrepreneur, physical fitness should be one of your top priorities.
Mm-hmm.
Your man, you got to be
All
in
right.
shape. I'm sorry, it is.
All right, man. Y'all heard the man. Drop down in the comments below if you actually agree with what this gentleman was saying, or if you don't. It's another reason why I push so hard for my nonprofit for the Men Suit Up. I want every gentleman to actually just get their lives in order, get in shape. Again, like I said, some people might even try to say pause or whatever from some of the stuff he was saying, like when he mentioned physique and stuff like that. But that's just being realistic about it, man. Like, you know, really think about it. Well, I can, we can understand some of the older men who were football coaches and things like that. But again, when we're talking about in the real world, the majority of careers out here, no one is going to really take a guy serious who is like fat or overweight in a suit or just sweating while they're just trying to hold a conversation, which again, I feel like that was a good motivation for me. But I know behind me I'm always hot, but I used to get nervous a lot as well while I'm talking to someone, while I'm trying to actually hold a professional conversation. So again, I definitely appreciate what he said because again, a lot of us men, we need to take better care of our physique. We need to take better care of our dental hygiene as well, our skin. A lot of these things factor into place because again, uh, most men, whenever they reach a certain point in their lives, they really want to you know everyone always gives the big talk about um wealth and generational wealth. You know, a lot of guys always mention that word generational wealth, but it's like, how are you actually going to do that? You know, and again, it might even be just in the situation of you becoming a lawyer, you becoming, you know, you're in some type of field where you are going to actually have to wear suits, or you are going to actually have to sit in front of and sit in meetings in front of people and actually have these real conversations. So, you know, to the people out there, like I said, what he just said was so true. You know, you want to be an entrepreneur. Nobody is going to take an entrepreneur serious who doesn't even take his health serious, who doesn't take his own body serious. So I just need everybody to pay attention to that. Replay that video, just scroll back a little bit so you can really see what he's saying. He is saying everything that I am working towards as far as for the men's suit up. So please, guys, tune into that. I would like to hear you guys' thoughts, you know, as far as this reaction video. I don't have anything negative to say about this one, but again, it's just something so pure. It's something so real. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you are 300 pounds, 400, 350 pounds. If you know in your heart that you need to lose weight, you know, not even just for your family, just for yourself. You getting heartburn, you know, your belly's just getting too big, and it's like you want to be an entrepreneur, and you got to understand when, especially becoming an entrepreneur, most people understand that you have to get yourself out there. You have to show yourself on the internet and everywhere. It's obviously, especially in person, if you actually want to, you know, actually earn an income doing whatever you're doing or selling whatever you're selling. But if people are only looking at you just gaining weight every time they see you, your skin is looking pretty sad, you know, your teeth is yellow, you got plaque and all that good stuff. It's just because it's just all the simple ways of you just you're not taking your own business serious. You're not taking your image seriously. So it's like, how can you expect people to want to take you or your business serious if you're not even trying to take yourself serious? All right. So let's keep that in order, y'all, moving forward. Drop your comments below. Please, please, please let me know exactly what y'all feel about that. Because I know a lot of men are not going to really keep it real because they're just a little scared. A lot of guys are just too scared to really admit the truth. And, you know, I was definitely one of those guys too. You know, definitely in my mid to late 20s. I was really one of those men who, you know, yes, I took care of my son. Yes, I made sure everything was good. We was going on vacations and this and that. But again, here I am, 35. Man, I wish I would have, obviously, you know, I wish I would have just did a little bit more with my time. Yes, the vacations and all that are great, you know, wouldn't change that for the world, but, you know, what do I have to show for it, you know, years later? What do I have to show for it? I'm just trying to get back that time. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to generate, you know, another source of income, you know, put my kids through college, all these different type of things like that. So I do want to give that young man a shout out, man, because everything he said was perfect. So to end the episode, y'all, we're doing Song of the Week, man. Definitely love this song. It's probably one of my favorite songs off his new album. But also one of my favorite artists, man, and he's from the town, Kush Lama. But this song is called Be About Your Scratch. All right, I really want y'all to tune into this song, vibe to it, and we'll catch y'all at the next episode.
Yo, I don't do much, I'm just on the paper route. Don't hit me about no gossip, I got paper to count. Damn, I swear I had a play to get to, let me hit you back. Gotta be about your scratch. Be about your